I caught up with Dr. Elena Manaenkova, who is the Deputy Secretary General of the World Meteorological Organization, the WMO, and I asked her for her reaction to the text that was released.
It's not the unique feature of the COP. It's always like this. These texts are never very specific, and we, at least in WMO, are not we don't have over expectations of some miracle happen.
Yeah.
We know it needs time, so everyone takes really small steps. Of course, these small steps are too small.
Yeah.
We are really very much behind, but it's never been more specific in the previous COPs.
Yeah.
But what is good, that governments going back home are doing better and more ambitious steps domestically or by the groups, and WMO understands better what is needed to help them to do that.
How important are COPs now in taking us on that journey?
At least that's the only way, in my view. I've been, like I said, I'm quite long in WMO, about 21 years, and I started as Director of Research, and I know how exactly we are involved in what we are doing for many other environmental conventions. Mm-hmm. And one good example I'm using even here at COP is Vienna Convention Montreal Protocol, NAZON. It's only today, the first year, we started saying we see the signs of recovery. It took 30 years to convince the countries that we have a trouble with ozone depleting substances. It took 30 years for Vienna Convention and Montreal Protocol to enforce action, and that was relatively easy. It was just a limited number of ozone depleting substances which needed to be removed. In carbon, it's everywhere, and it's much more complicated. So I guess we are moving. We started moving in the right direction, and while I said I don't see the other way. We all need to be together in this conversation.
How can we help the general public to understand the benefits of these summits?
There is not many multilateral places where all countries come together, and I don't want to use a lot of slogans, but I truly feel they feel united in trying to address the problem of everybody. And Paris Agreement is not legally binding. It's not possible to say which country should do what exactly. So everyone tries to find a way to take further step, like in this much less discussion. If you heard the roundtable, most of the developed country and oil producing countries say we understand we need to take more, we need to do more on our side to give developing countries more time to catch up with their economies and to do renewables and new technologies. So this feeling of solidarity and just is good. Whether this really reflects in the real actions, that's yet to be seen. But I think that the feelings they display all together, it's something quite precious.
Do you have a take-home message from COP28 to kind of sum up what's been achieved here in Dubai?
Well, from WMO perspective, I would say we have given up already a while ago, a few years, if not decade, that systematic observations would not come up by miracle because COP decision decided on that. So we are doing our own job on that, even though they continue to be reflected in the decisions, noting, acknowledging importance, etc. We know that there is too many other things to worry for countries here. We need to take this on board. We know that it will be too long to wait until early warning for all would become part of national adaptation plans, even though this COP, you asked about the document, this too famous global stocktake 21-pager with 20 and a half page of acknowledging and noting. It just demonstrates how difficult is an issue and how complex are the thinking in the heads of the governments. They just cannot commit. And the other one, an adaptation, workflow adaptation goal, there is explicit decides on assessing by 2025, just tomorrow, the vulnerability and the national inventory, they call it, and hazards, climate hazards. And by 2027, every country should have early warning system. Should we sit back and relax and say, okay, well, COP will do the job? No, we are implementing agency. Does it give us additional benefit? I think it does. I think it does because we were trying to help Green Climate Fund a few years ago with what we call climate rational, and official name is Science Basis for Adaptation. They didn't know where to begin in the Green Climate Fund. So we as an organization provided them with the tool and the methodology. any adaptation project should begin with national capabilities. What is national scenario? What is to come? So not to adapt to what's already happening and to adapt to the future risks. So this risk component is nowhere yet in the current decision. Just to say one last thing, I know for us, water is big risk, and it just started coming in Sharm el Sheikh first time, thanks to Egyptian leadership. They are really keen about water, and the Egyptian Ministry of Water was very prominent in the presidency. So we made it like placeholder for water, but there is lots of hidden problems and future risks which need to come to the surface. Water may not be renewable totally. Glaciers.
Yes. Are disappearing.
We had just adopted in last Congress and WMO the whole new strategic objective in our plan, 1.5. It's by accident. It just came naturally in this number about cryosphere, but not just on the mountain risks and communities, but all the way downstream to the coastal areas and coastal risks. So we kind of see the COP that it educates the governments. Because they come, they need to understand the science, they need to learn the things. The decisions in COP are terribly slow, they've never been faster. I don't know if we can do something with this as WMO, but we know that we see more sectors coming. They are more receptive to our call to dance, invitation for the services. And hopefully also the resources will be complementary and would come to the good outcomes. Means
Great.
Yeah,
so thank you very much, Elena, for your time and your wisdom, I guess, for understanding about COPs and IPCC and the role of the WMO. So that's it here from Dubai. We'll see how this final day at COP plays out and potentially moves into the next few days before decisions are made.